Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this first masterclass of Women Hotel Travel Tech. I'm feeling very privileged that I'll be able to give you this masterclass about how to engage with staff. A few weeks ago, Rita and I have been in contact, and she asked me to share my knowledge on this topic, and I'm happy to do so. Little did we know that there were some emerging situations happening in the world, and especially hitting our industry hard, making this challenging times even more important, I think, to engage with staff. I've prepared some slides for you, and what I will do is I will walk you through it. With first an introduction of who am I and what am I doing, what is my background, and why do I do what I do. Then the why of the topic of the day, the engagement with your staff. A little bit on the employee journey, because I think that is important to follow that route and engage on certain points in time. And then we will give you some of the details on the how. So how can you engage, and what is important to consider. So let's get started. Have fun. If you have any questions during the presentation, just type them in the comments, put them in the chat, and Rita will make sure that they will come to me. If I haven't handled it at the spot, I will make some time after some slides or when I finished one of the topics. So my name is Daphne V. I've been working in the hospitality industry for over 18 years now. I've always had my heart at hospitality. Even when I was a little girl, I told my mom and dad that I wanted to work in hotels. They said I might want to reconsider, but I never did. So that's where I gained my experiences quite early on. And what drives me really is that I would like to be involved and create a new generation of hospitality heroes. We all know that it's important and it's key to get staff in our hotels to keep the people motivated and to help them help our guests. And we need people, and we need good people, and people who are there with the right motivation. So that is really what drives me. And with that, I think and I believe in building relationships, and sincere and meaningful partnerships is key to create that platform. So enough about me. Let's talk about engagement. I would like to keep it interactive as much as I can. I am a bit excited and nervous at the same time to speak and not to get feedback in a direct way. But if you ask any questions, I will try to make sure to put them in. I can talk a lot, so be prepared for that and have fun. So the why of engaging with employees. When I start thinking about this topic, I compared it to the why we need to engage with our guests. We all know the importance of true relationships and building relationships with our guests. And we are putting a lot of effort in getting that whole journey written out, getting all the details of the pain points in the guest journey, of how we can improve guest journey, what we can do to provide better service and quality and value for money. How many tools do we have in hotels? Just think about it for a second. Like, how many tools do I have and techniques do I use to measure and to drive results in my hotel? It are quite a lot, I can tell you. And it's being developed rapidly. We have all kinds of comparison tools. We have all kinds of revenue management tools. We have upselling tools. We have new PMS systems that are interactive with our guests, with our staff, how they can connect to each other quickly and easily. Companies are spending around, and that's not only hospitality, I must say, but it's in general, spend $1 trillion in customer behavior analysis. And we, as business leaders, are spending most of our time as well on the how to improve our business results directly. So how can we make that guest journey convert into business results? If you compare it to our employee journey, what I find, and from my experience in the hotel industry, is that we do not actually have that many tools to drive and measure the results of our employees, and not measure in terms of controlling them, but measure them in terms of showing them what they contribute, showing them what they can learn or how they can learn, or show them what their contribution is to our business and how important and valuable they are. We are getting more and more tools like the social media apps, the how can we engage. We have platforms that we use to connect with them, where we can share funny videos and everything. But that's about it for what I have seen over the past years. Companies spend 1,000 times less than that trillion on employee behavior. And it's funny because, well, funny, not really funny, but the thing is with when you do not spend that or invest anything on your employee behavior, you don't know how you can drive them to create better results. Or you might find some complications in getting aligned with your staff and making sure that they go for the results that you drive as well, so that you are on the same level. Studies also show that business leaders are spending less than 5% on what their staff does and how they actually do it. So this is a little bit about the context of the why to engage with people. In my opinion, taking care of your employees make them care of your business. So if you drive and if you show your employees how they can drive and how they can improve their business, they will then take care of your business results and of your guest journey. So if you focus on staff, they will focus on your guests, and it will pay off. It will pay off in many ways that you might not even have considered or have not shown these days, or that you're not aware of. It is important to create engagement with the staff to provide a safe environment for them. And with a safe environment, I mean that they feel at ease and at home to ask questions, to be vulnerable, to make mistakes, but also to be successful. You cannot be successful if you don't feel safe at work. So start with engaging with your staff, create that safe platform, and that will give them then empowerment to play to their strengths. So if you invest in your staff, then they will invest in you as a company, but also in you as a person. They will give back more than that you can ever anticipate on. You can grow, you can learn as well from that journey. When you align your business interests, so you have to make sure, what are my interests, what are my goals? But your goals are not always the same as the goals that your staff have. They have other motivations to be in a job or to do the job that they do, and they don't align with your business. Then you can get separated, and you will not have the wanted result that you're driving for. Also, when you engage with people, you get feedback from them. You get a true picture of what is going on in your company and how they run the business. But also, you can eliminate pain points that they might experience. Google did did it in a very easy way, and not even with investing a lot of money. But they figured out that the pain point of pregnant women in their company was that the maternity leave of 12 weeks was not enough for them to feel and to feel better and to come back to work. So they quit their job after having a baby. When they found out that it was the 12 weeks that was the problem, they extended it to 18 weeks. With that, their retention rate grew with 50%. So eliminating those pain points are really the way to go. First, you need to see them, and that's what you are getting when you are engaging with your staff. You will get that feedback. And then you can do something about it to improve it for the long term. It's also to understand your staff and your employees' capabilities, and to help them improve themselves and to help their performance by knowing what they are good at, but also what they don't like or what they do like. You can steer the wheel for the better for your employees. You can find and select a team around you that is also playing into each other's strengths. So this is one of the most important things to improve capabilities. Also, by engaging with your staff and by leading them the way and showing them that they are important to you, it is more easily to get what you need from them. As long as you are honest and sincere, of course, in what you need from them and what your goals are. Last but not least, it will create loyalty. People who find themselves engaged with you as a person, as a team leader, or as a business leader, but also with your company, they become more loyal. They will go the extra mile. They will put in extra hours when needed. They will put in the effort because they like being there. They like and they want to help you out as well. Creating loyalty in the end also has a financial return. It will save you costs. So those are the reasons why I think and I truly believe it is important to engage with your staff. Then we have the employee journey, which is the natural path that every employee is walking or driving. If you see the picture, it almost looks like a racing course. It can be a racing course, but don't overdo it. Get in line and yeah, take the time to go through these steps, and also provide the time to your staff to take the steps in their pace, so to say. In general, the employee journey has 4 stages that we consider. First of all, it's the joining part of the company, so the start, when you start the recruitment and when you have the conversations with a potential employee. Then it goes into the performance engagement. So once you have hired them and you have done the onboarding and they start to work in their role, it's all about contribution. So what do they contribute to your company? But also, what can you contribute to them in this part of the journey? The third part is then improve their performance, not because they're not performing in a good way, but to improve their skills, to extend their job responsibilities, and also to keep motivating them. So improving is all about personal development, but also about how they can improve the results for your business. And then the fourth part is the transition or the recommitment. In this part, an employee has gained a lot of knowledge and experience, and they would like to go for their best and to the next step. And it's all in what is most important here is that you are engaging with them to go for their best and how you can realign your interest in this. So so if you take this employee journey, you can divide it into 4 steps, and from there you can also gain more knowledge on the how. So how can you engage? Because we know now that it is important why we are engaging with our staff. It is important to follow that guest journey and to know exactly in which part of the guest or the employee journey your staff is, because then you can steer the wheel with them and not for them. The only thing that we have to consider now is how you can do it. So let's go. The how in stage 1, the joining stage, I've divided it in recruitment and onboarding. I truly believe that it is very much important to have a smooth recruitment path. Don't bother them with too many extensive talks, 5, 6 paths. You know after 1 or 2 conversations if this is the right person. If it's not the right person for the job, you also know it within 1 or 2 conversations. Maybe 3 if it is a very important job, but get it smooth, get it out of the way. Because that's the way that you want them as well to behave and to function in your company. You want them to be effective as well. Get connected. So find your common ground and see what you need in the role, what you need within your team, and how this person can play to the strength of the team, but also to play to their own strength. So that is important part. How you can engage with them in that conversation is to really find those common goals and yeah, talk with them about it and make them feel at ease there. Then managing expectations. I think that is a very important step in the recruitment process, because by managing expectations, you are engaging with staff. Because if you don't manage their expectations, and they will have their own views on it, you can get disengaged. You can get them disengaged. So it is important to manage those expectations in an early stage, so that you always know that the person who is choosing your company and that you're choosing are on the same line. Then with that, you will find the common goal. And with the common goal, from that common goal, you can also share your story. What is it that drives your business? What is the story that you want to tell your employees so they can tell your customer? How can they engage with your customer? It's with knowing your vision, knowing the true purpose of your company. So share your story. Then, when they have chosen your company, it is very much important to have them a great start at your company. Make them feel welcome. Make sure on the first few days that you comfort them, that you put them at ease, that you don't put too much pressure on there, but also don't leave them hanging or saying like, here is your computer, go for your best, enjoy, have fun. We have done now 2 check-ins, for example, and I think you're good to go. No, make sure that you have a great onboarding plan, that you take time for your onboarding program, and that they will have a training plan with that. So make sure that they are feeling confident. And how can you create confidence? By onboarding them in the right way and making them, giving them the training that they need and the skill set that they need, especially with the work processes that you have in place, because they have knowledge on hospitality, they have chosen already for that job. So what is important is that you learn them the how to do it your way, that suits your needs and your company goals. Very much important to engage with your staff, and I can't emphasize enough on this, is give them a first day that is seamless. With seamless, I mean is that imagine your first day at a job. You come at a job and your logins are not arranged, your profile is not loaded correctly, maybe your staff clothing is not there or not in the right size. You don't know where the toilets are. Very important to tell them on the first day, where are your toilets? But imagine if those 4 or 5 things, and it seemed like very small details and very small things, but that is your first impression. And we are all, as hospitality people, the best and greatest in giving people the right first impression for guests. But that first impression is as important for your employees. So please, please, please put effort and time in making that go seamless, and prepare yourselves for onboarding the people in these days. Are there any questions in the meantime? Because I told you so. I can speak a lot and I like to talk, but it's also nice to have some questions that I can answer. Not yet. Okay, so let's go ahead with stage number 2. How to connect with your people, with your employees and with your staff in the second stage, the contribution stage. In this stage, they are getting a little bit more confident in their job. They are learning a lot. They are learning new ways of working. They are learning to perform at their best. So it is important that you show them in this stage what their actual contribution is, in which role they are. It is important to engage with them by showing them what they contribute and how important they are to you. It is also important there to give them the bigger picture. So from my experience, I see a lot in the hotels that I work for, that they do not, they do understand their job and what they need to do and what is expected from them, but very often they do not see the bigger picture. They do not know what the purpose is of the company. They do not know their vision. They do not know what other departments are doing or what the goals of the other departments are, and what influence they have on their daily job as well. So they often do not see the bigger picture of their role and the importance of getting those departments aligned with each other as well. So this is what is very important for them, to get them involved. The other part is what I see a lot happening in hotels is that, or and other hospitality venues for that matter, is that a lot of decisions are being made at the leaders level, the management level, and they are being presented as this is what has been decided, and we are going to do it this way. For me, as a manager and with my experience, I always found it very important to involve my team in the decision making, and not always that I needed to follow what they wanted because of interest. Of course, something not always they were aligned, but to find out what the barriers might be when we make a certain decision, what what the impact will be on my team for getting decisions done and getting other goals and getting the new ways of working in. So involving them and showing them and explaining them why certain decisions are made, I think is key to engage with your people, and to also get a true and true picture of their interests and what does it impact, what impact does it make on their daily jobs. And the most important thing I think from this whole presentation, and that's why I put it in big letters, is share successes. Share your successes with them, but also show them their successes, because they sometimes don't even see or know their successes. They know what they're doing when they do it because they do it. Keep them sharing their successes and also within the company, for example, or put people on giving them a platform within your company. It's so important and crucial to motivate them and to give them a source of pride to go for their best. So share successes. Then in the third stage, it is all about training and all about improving and all about learning. So I'll just give you a second to read through it. So in this stage, giving comes first. And with giving, I mean invest your time, invest some money. It doesn't need to be extensive amounts of money, but it is important to give first to your employees before getting something back. A lot of times what I've seen happening in hotels is that people are being rewarded for their good behavior and good jobs and for their results with training, because you have done a good job, you can go on this course. Because of this job, you can follow this program we have designed for you. In my opinion, it needs to be the other way. You should first invest in your staff, first invest in training, making sure that you are enabling them to go for their best. And that way they can even create bigger and better results for you, for your company, but also for themselves in using that gained knowledge. So and beyond their own expectations. So learning comes first, training comes first, and then you will see the results of your investments on this part. So that is how I find it important to improve improve their results and improve their skill set. And then the fourth stage is the recommit or transition. In recommitting, that is extending the employee journey. So once they have been in a role for a while, they have gained knowledge, you have trained them, you have learned them, they've gained experience, they've worked very hard, they have reached the results that you wanted, they have made a lot of mistakes. Luckily, they made a lot of mistakes, because that is why they could learn and why you can learn and how you can learn and how you can grow more easily because of them. Recommitting means extending the guest or the employee journey. Recommitting means keeping them within your company because you have created a great asset, which is your employee, and you would like to make the most out of that, but also giving them the opportunity to keep on growing and learning. It is not for all staff. Some staff are very happy in their job and they can do it for years, and that is also fine. But making sure that they stay committed to what they do and keep them motivated in their way. And then you have also the part of transition. Sometimes you are getting at a crossroad where they need a transition to a different kind of job or a different company, or maybe within your company. The thing is that most important here is be transparent. Be transparent are the opportunities that you can give them, but also the opportunities that you cannot give them or that are not available at the moment. So make sure you manage their expectations on new roles or on new job requirements. Make sure that extra responsibilities within their current role, but also money-wise, salary-wise, make sure that you manage the expectations of them. You see the second point, honesty and sincerity. I would like to talk a little bit about that. Honesty, you can be very honest in this stage, but how you come across and how you engage and keep engaged with your people, with your staff, it is all about sincerity. Make sure that you have the other person's interests in mind when you are delivering a message. Which message it is, it doesn't really matter, but be sincere with them and make sure that you are all on the same line. Show them what's in it for them. So not only what's in it for you, but also show them what's in it for them and value that relationship. So yeah, that is for me in all the stages of the employee engagement, from my experience, how important it is and how you can engage with your staff. Of course, Rita and I discussed with each other the current situation. It is a nice story to engage with your people and to keep them motivated and how you can do it. But these extreme situations that we are currently facing, they ask also for extreme measures and also creative ways of feeling engaged with your team. Let them feel engaged with your company and with you. So my suggestion is that we are giving you an opportunity to ask some questions or to give me a situation that you are currently facing, and to see how we can yeah, how can you solve it, or maybe not even solve it, but how can you keep that relationship going on, even in the difficult times? Because this is where we divide, um, or where we can, yeah, where we can truly get those meaningful relationships going on. And even in these difficult times, we need our people more than ever, because maybe not now, they can work because our restaurants are closed, our hotels are closing down, um, but they are feeling insecure as well about their job, about their safety for their families, about the safety for their health, but also about the safety of the company and the future. So yeah, please give me some questions, because I would love to keep the conversation going, and to see how we can manage this situation best. And nobody knows. Nobody knows the perfect answer, including me. Not at all. Um, but taking a step, being in action, contact your people constantly, be in touch with them. I think that is the best advice that I can give you at this moment. But also show your vulnerability. Show them that you don't know either yet, but tell them. Don't leave them hanging with questions, and show them how you can support them and how they can support you. Another opportunity that might arise at this moment is try to motivate them to train themselves, to go online, to read a book, um, to give them the opportunity to do something totally new. We have been in a very fast period of our growth in companies where we did not even have time to get lunch or to go to the toilet, I would say. We have been so busy for the past 2 years that we, often the employee development came second. And I think that it is a great opportunity as well to now make sure that they are getting new training plans, that they are getting a future path, that they have something to work towards, and that they can take some time to learn and to have fun and to experience and to share. Of course, with all within the boundaries of the financials, but be aware that cutting costs at this moment and not investing in your staff can even do more damage in the long run. So, if you want to pick my brains on that one, just let me know, or get in touch with me. How I engage at this moment with the people that are important to me, and not only people within my work field, but also within my family, is to just stay in touch with them and exploring new things. So, but also to keep investing myself, and I think that is important to do as well here. As long as I can spend a little bit of my time and money on somebody else's experience or gaining knowledge, then I think we all be winners in the long run. So keep on investing in your staff, and stay safe. I think that's most important, and keep developing yourself as well. If there aren't any questions, Rita, I'm not sure. I'm just looking at the screen, anxiously waiting for for us to get some questions going on. Good to know. You can also you can also contact us on in a later stage if you have any questions or any concerns at the moment that we can help you with. I'm more than happy to have a look together. One of the initiatives that I've started via LinkedIn is that I'm offering twice a day half an hour call to so to say pick my brains. So feel free to connect and to ask me anything that you want to share. I hope that I gave you a little bit more insights on the employee journey and how you can engage with them and why it is important. And feel free to share feedback, to add your point of view, to show us the great examples already, and make their employee journey run smoothly. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time and effort. Stay safe, and we will see each other soon. This video will be broadcasted. You can show it or see it on demand as well. It will be on the website womenhoteltraveltech.com. Make sure to share it with all your colleagues and get people learning. And I'm happy to give more masterclasses in the future. So stay tuned and stay connected. Thank you very much.